All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3. After countless hours and very, very long nights, we are finally about to hit 50 smithing. After buying, I believe it was 1,800 or 1,500 bronze bars, doing that to 18 smithing, we did, no, I'm sorry, not 18, to 35 smithing. From 35 to 50, we have been in the motherlode mine fixing these struts. The strat that I'm doing right now is world hopping to try to get the struts as fast as possible, because if you wait, there's a chance at 30 seconds after you fix it for it to stop again. And if that doesn't happen, 45 seconds after, it has another chance. And it has like 4 rotations it can go through. So if you just hop worlds over and over, you have a faster XP per hour for this method. And I'll tell you, I think I've hopped 800 times trying to do this, because some worlds still have both spinning, some worlds have one, and we've had to do 1,218 individual repairs. So yeah, but we have been grinding non-stop for this 50 smithing, and we are only 13 away. So while I have you guys here, I'm just gonna speed on through and show you the remainder of it until we hit it. All right, and the last 2 struts for 50 smithing has been completed. Boys and girls, 50 smithing completed. 1,218 struts later, we have finished this grind. Now, last night I also grinded out to 34 farming so we can get to tithe farm, and we'll be doing that grind next. And then after that, we'll go for our farming and cooking grind, as those two, at least the farming and the fishing, will be the next longest grinds before we can move on to PVM again and do our prayer, which I'm probably going to try to just ferry bones from the boneyard to the chaos altar and make things as easy as possible so we can get that 47 prayer and then continue on with the Slayer grind. So I'll see you guys on the next update. And again, welcome to episode 3. All right, so we should be finishing up here on our grind for 40 farming. We've just been doing tithe farm, and surprisingly, it's actually really quick. This minigame does suck, though, having to go back and forth doing this. I'm doing a slightly slower method. I'm just doing 16 instead of the 20. Just because this is my last inventory, but you would do the 20 and you would submit the fruits at about when you get 100 at least, so you get 2 extra tithe point farm points. But this should be our last one. The minigame's, it's not bad. The minigame's super easy. It's very fast, but it's a lot of clicking. And if you're not really paying attention or you're watching a YouTube video, this is not something you want to do. But the rotation is very simple. It's just left, right, all the way down to this first row. And then you go down straight on the far right and then up on the far left. And that's pretty much it. So following the exact route I'm doing for tithe farm, you would just follow this, left, right, then go straight down. You can also click on your watering buckets to skip the animation and do it. It's a little faster, more click intensive, but I don't have the time for that. So straight down on the right, straight up on the left. If you're doing the 20 plants, then you would come this way. And then instead of going straight back up, you go to this third plot right here and you go all the way up and then wrap around back to the start. And that's how you do the 20 plants. These timers actually help a lot, because if the timer runs out, your plant will just die and you'll miss the XP for it. It's only 6 XP per plant, but then for every fruit that you turn in is 60 XP. And then on the 75th, I think it give you a bonus of 1200 XP. And then every fruit on the 76th to the 100th, it's 120 XP. So it pays off to do at least 100. That way you get that huge XP boost. But this is coming up. This is our last watering, actually. Yeah, these are done. So we just got to finish watering this and then harvest. And we should turn in these 80 fruits and hopefully hit. We're only 6K, 6.8K XP away. So this should give us a 6.8 at 100 fruits. You have it's a 9K XP drop. So yeah, this should hopefully hit us right at the target, slightly before or a little over. I'm not exactly sure. It's hard to calculate these things so you don't overshoot it. But again, Tithe Farm, once you have it unlocked, if this is your only training method, it's pretty fast. I will say, especially if you're doing 16 plants at a time. Imagine it's 16. You do 10 runs, it's 160 fruits, which is roughly, I want to say 16K XP or something like that. Or you just save up to 200 plants, and that's 18K XP. But yeah, it's just really click intensive and very boring. So here goes 80 plants. 6K XP, 6.6. We actually got it right at the cusp of it. Holy. Boom. 40 farming completed, which means 40 farming and 50 smithing are complete. All that's left is 40 ranged, 47 prayer, 50 fishing, 8 herblore, and 30 cooking. And with that, all our skill requirements will be done, and then it's just the quests. So I'll see you guys in the next update. And this should be 30 crafting coming right up. Come on. And there it is, 30 cooking completed. We'll be doing our trout and salmon here until 40. We go back to Catherby, 40 to 50 at lobsters. And then we're done with that. We should be done with every skilling thing until... Well, actually, we have to do the 8 herblore. But we should be totally fine with that. Since we have some Guam in the bank. We just got to buy the Eyes of Newt. And yeah, 4 levels. Pretty easy. Other than that, cooking is now completed. And I get to sell the fish we get now for some GP. To the next one. Oh, almost forgot to mention, between the smithing, farming, and that 30 cooking right there, it took me 12 hours. Yeah, 12 hours. All right, on to the next one. And there we go. After grinding for 9 hours-ish, give or take, there's a lot of AFK time, we managed to hit 50 fishing. There we go, lamp the last little bit. We got the 50 fishing for the quest. We can now fish swordfish with a harpoon, but we can't do any of that just yet. Just a little quick bank update here. Let me show you. We fished roughly 710 raw lobsters. I sold an inventory for about 1,000. You could sell it here in the fishing shop, but this is the amount of fish we ended up fishing up. And yeah, we're gaming. I did a maze mini game, and I got some death runes as well. And another mini game, or another random event gave me a lederhosen, and Jekyll and Hyde gave me a strength pot. So these are the stats so far: 50 smithing, 50 fishing, 30 cooking, 45 crafting, 5 fletching, 40 farming. And all we have left is 47 prayer, 42 ranged, 47 prayer, 42 slayer, 40 ranged, and 8 herblore, which we should have the 8 herblore already banked with the 17 Guam. We just got to go buy the vials, or the vials of water, and then the Eyes of Newt, and that should be done for the 8 herblore. I will see you guys in the next clip. And we're already one step closer to the quests. Alright, doing Jungle Potion. Why the hell do these freaking herbs on the wall take forever to find? It was the same thing with the snakeweed. I almost got fucking pieced out by a Joker. But, quest is almost done. See you guys in just a second. Alright, we got the last little rogue's purse here. I did grab the extra ones that we're going to need for Zogre Flesh Eaters, as well as one we're going to need for Legends quests later, if we ever roll that task. But once we do, we'll already have the herb that's required, which is just an extra rogue's purse and an extra snakeweed and an article. So pretty much one of all three, and we should be fine. I know you'll need one for... You'll need one of them for 2 quests, so you need to grab 2 of them. I think it's a snakeweed. There we go. Quest completed. That's Jungle Potion. That's also, 9 herb lore. So we're over. Counts ruined. But, just because we're over, it was just a quest requirement. But that means Jungle Potion and 8 herb lore have been completed. So, with that being said, what we have left is... Let's update our spreadsheet here. We need 40 range, 47 prayer, 42 slayer, big chompy bird hunt, Zogre flesh eater, rum deal, and cabin fever. Cabin fever. And if we're looking at big chompy bird hunt, all we need for that is the 30 range, and we are there. So we're almost there at 30 range. We'll do that while we're doing slayer as well. And that should be the easiest thing we can possibly do. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Quest completed. Holy crap. So I got a cave crawler task, and yeah, we just got the boots. We just got the boots. It's a 1 in 128 drop rate, and we got the boots on KC number 3. I promise you, I'm not spooned, but we can go ahead. Go to our task menu here. Go to our easy. And that is... Once I find it... Come on. Come on. Where are you? Right there. That is completed. So now we are at still 1%. Alright. I'll see you in the next update. I have a really bad feeling about every other grind we're gonna go on, because I just got a 6kc bronze boot again. I'm telling you, we're spooned for the wrong items. So let's hope the RNG continues being what it is, and we get lucky on the next grind. Alright, just like that, it's a new day and a quest completed. We actually have all the requirements to do up to Zogre Flesh Eaters. So, took advantage of the time, and we got Big Chompy Bird Hunt completed. Alright, it's been so long since I was able to actually do something. But we have just completed Zogre Flesh Eaters. All I gotta do is talk to old buddy here. And I think that's quest completed. Zogre Flesh Eaters is done. Along with that, we got 16 fletching, 37 range, 16 herb lore. And that is done. If you're wondering how I got these blighted supplies, I just did some Castle Wars on the official worlds, and the supply boxes give you some blighted supplies. So I did the quest on a PvP world. And yeah. That's how that happened. And then as well for GP, it gives you rune arrows. The rules don't say anything about Castle Wars. So, GG's. So, let's look at our notes here. Zogre Flesh Eaters is done. All we have left is Rum Deal and Cabin Fever. So if we look at Rum Deal, we need 47 Prayer and 42 Slayers. So we're almost there. We're a long way for the Prayer, but we're almost at the... we're a long way on the Slayer too. Alright, looks like I need to keep grinding. But, with that being said, for Cabin Fever, All we need is the 40 ranged, and then we're done with that. So we are very, very close. Only 3 more skill requirements and 2 more quests, and then this task will finally be able to be tackled. It's been like a week-long grind, I won't lie to you. The prayer part of it really sucks. So,
it must be a glitch. It must be.
And I died. That's okay. That's, what? Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I had anything in my inventory. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hopefully we get this video out soon, probably by the end of the week. It's currently July 14th. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Doing some Slayer here, trying to get to 42. And we got a long bone. So yeah. I think that's a let's look it up here. It's a 1 in 400. So yay. This is also our 20th task, so we should see a lot of points coming up, especially since we're 40 combat. We can go to Vanica now and not have to run all the way to Canifis over and over. But other than that, we've completed the Lederhosen set of the random events, and we got a longbone. So, yeah. On to the next one. And just like that, on a Slayer task, we get the left skull half. So, we go over to our taskers. Oh, look, we actually do have 2 here. I forgot to mark the long bone. But, let's go down here. I believe it's in the easy. Should be. And, okay, so we get the long bone. Mark is complete. And then we get the left skull half. Mark is complete. So now that brings us to 2% easy completed. What was the drop rate on that? That was a 1 in 33. Oh, and the fried mushrooms is a 1 in 100, and I got that already. Wow. All I want is blood runes. That's all I want. But never lucky. So I'll continue with the Slayer test. Oh, also forgot to mention, then I hit 40 ranged last night. I was killing ogres on Slayer task as well. So, yeah. See you guys in the next clip. Okay, finally, the last 3 bone meal for 47 prayer. There it is. Level completed. 47 prayer. All the skill requirements have been met. So now we can finish the task we have 100%. All we need to do is rum deal and a cabin fever. That's it. So with that being said, I found a new plugin. It's the TCG plugin. You're seeing it all over everyone's channels now. And I am pulling packs. Let's see what we get. Any luck? And Swamp Bark Boots. See, Foe needs this. Foe, if you're watching or if you ever watch, I know you need bowstrings. So, oh boy. Finally, 47 prayer was honestly the longest grind. It took me 2 weeks for no reason, but it's done. It's finally done. So, on to the questing portion, and we're almost done so we can get to the actual part of the video, the task. Also forgot to mention the passive clues that you get. You can complete without, stacking it up, since you're not allowed to stack caskets. So we have a nice little reward, beginner casket, and a steel longsword. You know what? I think that's my bis. Yeah, that's my bis right now. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. On to the questing guide. Quest completed. That's rum deal done. Only 1 quest away before we grind the minigame. But, yeah, that's rum deal done. We got farming level 41. We also got a mystery box here. Let's see what we get. You find absolutely nothing. All right. Yeah. So, last quest. See you then. That's it, boys and girls. That's it. Cabin fever completed. Wow, that's 7,000 smithing XP, 7,000 crafting, 7,000 agility XP. Not bad. 51 agility, 46 crafting, and the Book of Piracy. That doesn't tell me jack diddly. But we're done with the quest. Now, it's the mini game, which we go to our collection log here, go to our task, view this. So you obtain it from the Trouble Brewing minigame, fill and deposit 100 buckets of water for maximum AFKness, or help the runners brew for extra points. Requires completion of cabin fever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill, deposit 100 buckets of water. I'm going to AFK this shit, and I'll be back with the stuff. See you guys in about, I think, 2 hours. We'll see. Okay, slight little hiccup. We need 40 cooking for Trouble Brewing. So let's look at the bank real quick. I think we have more than enough raw food to get to 40. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got more than enough to get to 40. So let's go cook that up. And I guess we'll be back. So it's 1 law, 5 air. Go to Camelot and cook that up for 40 cooking. And yeah, another small little grind. But we love to see it. And just like that, that's 40 cooking. We almost ran out of fish, actually. So I'm glad I AFK'd a little too many tuna. But just like that, 40 cooking is done. Let's go to the mini game. And before we do that, let's open a pack. What do we get? Nothing. All right. I'll see you guys when we get the stuff. So this mini game's pretty quick. I won't lie to you. I just went to the public world and joined the game halfway through. I think it was 9 minutes, and I got 135 pieces of 8, which you only need 50 for the stuff. So that's collection log slot completed, but that also means task completed. Oh boy, let's see what the next one is. What? You bitch. Nah, chill. Fucking stupid I know I'm poisoned now. Oh, I don't even know what I got as a task. Get a piece of the rogue equipment. All right, so we're going back to the rogue den. Yes, the ziggery. Oh, that's so good. So good. All right, cool. So thanks for watching the the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for the comments in the last video. I really appreciate it. I know it's been like 2 weeks in the making. But yeah, we got that knocked out. Let's put that into the collection log tab. And let's go die to a jungle whore. So we just get rid of the poison. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. Really appreciate it. The feedback so far has been pretty good. Well received as well. So I thank you for that. And I'll see you guys in episode 4 when we're back in the Rogue's Den. Peace out.